Well, hello, Transparent Church and friends. This is Pastor James with the Word of the Day. Today I want to spotlight Exodus chapter 16, verse number 4 from the New Living Translation, where we find these words. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Look, I'm going to rain down food from heaven for you. Each day the people can go out and pick up as much food as they need for that day. I will test them in this to see whether or not they will follow my instructions." Well, as we get started with today and continuing the theme for this week, the God who provides, I want to use for a theme for today, the God who provides daily bread. That's exactly what God did for Israel when they began to cry in a wilderness that he brought them to because he brought them from bondage. They're crying, wanting to go back to Egypt for leeks and onions, never minding the fact that they were in chains. God shows up and reminds them that he is their source of daily bread, that he would provide. Maybe you're here today watching and you ever had a moment or you've had a moment where you just felt like you didn't have enough. And God showed up to remind you that I will provide manna in your wilderness. Manna means, what is this? God provided strange bread for them, but it was nourishing bread nonetheless. When God doesn't give us all of the blessing at once or all of the provision at once, this passage lets us know a little bit more about the insight of God. I believe it is because God wanted them not to depend on the provision, but rather the God of the provision, so that they would not just want what was door dashed or delivered, but that they would have dependence on the deliverer. Today, just know God has all power. He is a provider and he knows how to provide daily bread. So don't worry about the provisions for tomorrow, for next week, for next month, or even next year. God will provide daily bread. So the last question I have for you today is, what is the manna in your life that God has been providing that you haven't realized God's been taking care of your need every day? Think about that, thank him for it, and believe him to keep doing that each and every day, because God will provide daily bread.